You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them live. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them live. With your mans and them live. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them live. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them live. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them live. With your mans and them live. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them live. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them live. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them live. With your mans and them live. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them live. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them live. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them live. With your mans and them live. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them live. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them live. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them live. With your mans and them live. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them live. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them live. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them live. With your mans and them live. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them live. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them live. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them live. With your mans and them live. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them live. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live. It's your mans and them live.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them live. You know this shit fire with your mans and them.
We go.
Yes, sir. You are now watching Yah Mans and them live. I'm your man's Bello.
I'm your man's Orson Felix.
I'm your man's Kyrie.
It's your boy Gus.
And I'm your
My bad. Go ahead, sorry.
and I'm your man Shakespeare in the Random Studio in Brooklyn, New York. This is your man's and them live.
Yeah, put it back. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody. Can you? Thank you. No. You got the shit on.
No? Oh, there you go. You had the thing on. God damn.
Oh, you ain't say turn the effect off.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you are in the chat,
Yo,
let
yo,
yourself
yo.
be known. Listen, we got a special guest.
Wait. You know that I'm back? You didn't spotlight
No,
that I'm back.
nigga, you are on the show.
You was gone?
I mean, it's been like almost a month.
The people, you ever
The
heard
people
of,
miss me. What's
you
up,
ever heard
everybody?
of,
How you doing?
You ever
It's
heard
been
of
a
how,
while.
you know, you're not supposed to leave your animals in the crib, like when you first get them, and you're not supposed to like go away for a long time and then come back because it builds
Where are you
trust
going
when you're
with this
there for a
joke?
while.
So
the
he's the
audience
animal.
don't trust you.
Oh, you the animal.
Where are you
'Cause
going with this joke?
I'm
It
fucking
wasn't
with you.
good.
I'm fucking with you.
Anyway, I'm back, everybody. It's been a while, but I'm here, and I missed y'all, and we're gonna have a good show.
Right, we got you for the next 4 weeks.
We gotta go week by week.
All right, we got a special guest in the building today.
sir.
And listen, We are all fans of this man right here.
Yep.
But none of us are bigger fans than the man sitting over here, Shakespeare, brother Shakespeare.
I'm dead.
Do the honors of introducing our guest today, because I know you'll do a great job.
You damn right. Hold on.
That's like me and my meeting today. It's taking too long.
Sectiontoo, give me a minute. If you don't stop with this fucking Tyler Perry shirt, I'm gonna cut your fucking ass. You better take it the fuck easy. Diary of a Mad Black, whatever you are.
Best man.
Best man. You better take it easy, all right? Enough is enough. Okay?
Come on, introduce the guest.
Fucking Columbus shirt. Anyway. You're old. Anyway. Hailing from Queens, New York.
Yes, sir.
One of the best up and coming rising stars from Viper Records. The one, the only, Sectiontoo.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back.
Shout out
Welcome,
Sectiontoo,
welcome
man.
back.
Welcome back.
Did I mention returning guest?
Yes, family at this
This
point.
man is
You
family.
like us
Yes.
that much to
This
come
man
back,
is
huh?
family.
That's what I'm talking about.
Family at this point.
First returning guest.
That mattered.
Don't let
No.
Kyrie do that to you, though.
he's
Because he's not even here consistently.
Right. He's a returning guest. Don't listen to him.
I mean, they do have a point. Yeah.
Listen, man, it's been almost a year. Has it been a year since he last came on? Was that a year ago?
Nah.
All right, it's been almost a year. What you been up to since the
The last time he was
has
here, we
passed?
was wearing masks and shit.
Facts.
Word.
I was.
Facts.
I know.
No, man. Since I was last year, I just been tying up loose ends for this album that's about to come out, working on new music, just chilling, trying to keep pushing.
Heaven only knows.
Heaven only knows.
New album coming out. When is it coming out?
Next
Shout out to the
Friday.
new album coming out next Friday.
Yes, sir.
Are you excited?
Extremely excited. I know I was saying it's supposed to be this Friday, but due to some
Hey,
back-end
man.
stuff,
Yeah.
push it a week, but it's all good, man.
Okay. I mean, you put in a lot of work for this album, so.
Yeah, man, I'm super excited. It's been a long time coming. Just had a lot of stuff that I felt I needed to get off. I felt like I just let it all go and I left it all in.
What was
Hit
the
'em with the-
process like when you was recording this?
So yeah, it was
They're saying they can't hear
they can't hear me.
Sectiontoo. Yeah, they said his mic is off.
I can hear him.
Mic is off. Mic is off. Fix
Sound
his
man.
mic.
Sound man. What do we pay you the big bucks for?
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out Marquise Rawls. He says we in here. We definitely missed.
Thank you guys for the-
Kyrie. Who's that? Peter Akin. What up, my guy? He says first one. Creative Myth says what's up, Kings? And Sectiontoo. Shout out to the hanging coat in the background. That coat is fire. That coat is fire. Lily, what's up, Lily?
Lily.
Hello, good
She
night.
says hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Like a true Jamaican. Bomba clot.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even trying to be funny, right?
What happened?
I'm not even trying to be funny.
What happened?
I was coming from the gym today, right? This is a little this is a little story until we get the mic situation situated. So I was coming from the gym today, right? And like I get a protein shake from this little spot. You know, shout out to Wheat Juicing.
Blueberry banana.
No,
Okay.
it's an Energizer.
Okay.
I'll tell you what's in it later.
Hey yo. Continue.
It's a smoothie.
All right.
It's a protein shake actually.
Okay.
So I'm walking, I'm drinking, and then this lady stops me and she says, "Where you get that?" I looked at her, I said, "Huh?" She said, "Where you get that?" I said, "I got it from right there. We juice it." She said, "Oh, I never even know." I'm like, that's how you act? Like,
What was she?
Huh?
What do you think she was? She was Haitian? Fuck you.
for sure.
Sick of this
All right,
nigga.
let me do a quick mic check with you.
Hey,
Creative Smith says mad nuts in his protein smoothie.
Yeah, he like them almonds.
You know you like that peanut butter.
Almond
crushed
Joy.
Nuts. Crushed nuts in your shake. What kind of protein shakes? Crazy. I call him Cuzzy. Kyrie, you drink protein shakes? What you drink?
I don't drink protein shakes.
You don't drink protein shakes?
No, I'm good.
Got you.
What is a protein shake?
Austin, you drink protein shakes?
We can't hear you.
He said, I'm trying to figure it out. My name Austin. I'm trying to fix it, mic. I didn't do a good job because the mic's not working. Now it's all on me. Yo, go ahead. Let us know if you can hear him. Let us know. Creative Myth says, still cannot hear him. Might have to share mics if needed. Thank you for that, Creative Myth.
Damn, you're very creative. And that's not a myth.
Wow.
You did.
Not even worth it.
Anyway,
Not even worth it.
Damn,
We should be
man.
good now.
Should be good. Should be good. Check.
let us know if y'all hear him.
Check.
Yeah,
Check.
yeah,
Check.
yeah,
One,
yeah,
two.
yeah.
One, two. One, two.
All right, we're gonna have to do that. Ask your questions over.
Oh, so
They
Oh,
said
yeah.
Still nothing.
That should
Still
be
nothing?
coming. It should be coming.
Okay.
Try say something.
Check. Check.
All good. All good. All right, we good.
Fire. Let's go.
all right.
Let's
so,
get it.
I think my question was like,
I hate this shit.
What the
What-
what the process was?
what was the process like? Yeah, what led into creating your album?
Yeah, so I was working on a completely different album. This is like late 2020, early 2021. Had a bunch of songs, thought I was getting somewhere. And my manager at the time, I went like to go play him some stuff. And I was like super geeked. I was like, yo, like this is like some of my best work, da 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 da, whatever. And I go, we sit down, I'm playing him some stuff. And he was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, all right, like, yeah. I played him something else. He was like, oh, yeah, it's cool. But in my head, I'm like, yo, like, these are, like, heaters. Like, I'm sitting, I'm playing him, like, my best stuff. And then after, I might have played, like, 5 songs. And he was like, like, these are good.
But he wasn't like.
But he wasn't, like, blown away by it. So
That's
I
some
was,
Diddy shit. That's what Diddy be doing.
yeah, I was, like, taken aback a little bit. I was like, damn, like, maybe I need to regroup, go back, figure out some new stuff. And at the time I was just like in like a really weird spot. Like I wasn't really sure what was going on with music. I was like talking to some other labels and nothing was really going on. And I was just like, damn, all right, the music's not hitting. Let me go regroup. I was on this like a lot of the music that I had been making for this last album was like super, super personal, like very in-depth stuff. And I was just like, let me zoom out and just try to make just like good songs. Like, no, like I don't have to get super personal. Let me just make good songs. And when I took that approach, some of the other more personal music kind of just came naturally because I wasn't super focused on like, oh my God, like this such and such happened to me and I have to write it down. It was just like, let me just make a good song and then figure out everything else after that. So yeah, once I kind of found myself in that headspace, it was just like, all right.
It took the pressure off a little bit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Immensely. Like, I wasn't like fishing for stuff to write about or just like whatever. It just came super natural.
So you write your own music.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I definitely heard the album. I listened to it on I listened to it when it was first sent to me, and then we listened to some of it on the way here, and it's really good. And I feel like your sound is kind of becoming. I don't know if it's because it's me listening to it and I'm familiar with you.
Yep.
But it seems like you're becoming more distinct, like your voice. Like I feel like it doesn't sound like anything that I've heard before. Remember when I told you about your music before, I was like, it kind of sounds like Daniel Caesar a little bit or whatever. I think now you're kind of like sounding like you, if
Thank
that
you.
makes sense.
Yeah,
You're in your
yeah.
own bag, man.
I'm working towards that more and more every day. Just trying to carve out my own lane and just figure out what I'm best at. Just trying to get better every day, man. That's like the main. It's like the main objective of this whole music thing.
Yeah,
so.
it's definitely good. I was listening to a lot of the songs on the new album. I literally have your songs in my rotation. Like literally, as I'm sitting down working, sometimes like I just got your music in the playlist and it playing because
Oh, thank you.
it sounds so refreshing. It's like produced well music, written well. Like it's really good quality stuff.
Yeah, he not lying either. Sometimes we just be sitting and the shit just be pumping on. I'm like, this Sectiontoo. He like, yeah.
I appreciate that,
Dead
man.
ass.
Thank you.
And
Hit him with a September rain.
God, let him do it.
That's my
Okay.
shit.
Let him do it.
Come see me tonight is my shit. That's my shit.
But I did want to congratulate you on the playlist placement.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
there's Apple Music, right?
Apple Music, yeah.
When like when you posted it, I was like, yo, let me go check this out. And I was like, damn, he got 2 songs on this playlist. And the company that you're with is like
Nah, yeah, it's kind of
It's kind of up there. I'm
kind of
like,
crazy. Yeah.
I was proud. I cried.
I
Cried.
I appreciate that.
That is
Thank
big,
you.
though.
Nah, yeah, I was super excited to find out that the song that I did with Gyra, shout out to Gyra, he's super talented. But yeah, that song and Come See Me Tonight were in that Apple Music playlist. I was like super crazy. So
That's what's up.
That your verse on that song with Gyra, very smooth.
Thank you.
I'll play it so the people can hear it since it's already out.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like the way you approach it. I was like, yo, this y'all here getting bitches. Like I was like, this is Mr. Bitches. Like, that's like the approach you took though was just so smooth. I was like, wow.
Let me clarify for the record that is not my name. We just making good music.
So what are your, since we already on the top, we might as well continue with the album. What are your favorite songs on the project so far?
You're allowed to tell us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we just got to make sure we get clearance.
No, you're good. It changes so often. I feel like right now, I think Black Thing and Glory are probably my favorite songs.
Black Thing and Glory. Black Thing is on there for me for sure. I fuck
Thank
with
you.
Black Thing. I like the intro, which is
Heaven Only
Heaven Only Knows.
Yes,
and
that's
obviously
a good
Come See Me Tonight is up there
Come
for
See
me.
Me
Thank you,
Tonight.
thank you.
Yeah,
That
a
shit is
banger.
legendary.
That's a banger.
That's one of the
fire.
ones. That's the one you close out the show with.
I'm gonna play
Yeah.
that on my dinner date with my wife. One of these days.
I take
I'm
pride.
like, where the vibes?
She's not gonna say that.
What the vibes,
She's not gonna say
cartel?
it like that.
I
Bumbo
want to
Club.
ask you this. Turn on some rotted beanie man.
Kyrie asked you if you wrote everything. Have you ever done a song where someone else wrote it? And what's your thoughts about, would you do a song that someone else wrote?
Yeah. I'm open to that. I have a good friend of mine, Willie Mason, super talented writer.
Willie Mason sounds like a talented writer.
Word.
I
Already.
don't know why.
Extreme.
Like, that name just
He's featured on probably my biggest song to date, Trophies. He's like
Trophies
is
fire. Man.
Oh, also, before you continue, I want to congratulate you on, what was it, 900,000 streams?
yeah.
Of Trophies?
I think we're like 930 something now.
Nice. That's about
Let's
to
call it a
Slowly-
milli. Let's just
Right.
call it a milli. Let's call it.
Milli,
I'm
a
going
milli,
to
a
play it
milli.
again, too.
Let's
Slow-
manifest that.
Slowly trudging towards 1 million. So
That's
yeah.
dope.
That is, wow.
Yeah, man. It's it still hasn't like made sense in my head yet. That's still something I'm trying to wrap my head around, but grateful, man.
But
Super,
Shay
super
cut you
grateful.
off. You was getting to the
Oh no, yeah.
ghostwriting.
But yeah, I,
ghostwriting thing. Nigga said, do you have a ghostwriter?
but no, I've Willie Mason specifically. He's written stuff for me before, and I've sang or rapped it before. Like I don't have an
Let
issue with
Flex
that.
find out.
Flex is
my take on it is like I don't think you have to write everything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's talented people who write songs and they write hits, and they write it for someone. Like I don't think now rappers obviously there's a, But
Why is it different for a rapper? And
A lot of rappers don't write their shit nowadays, anyways.
yeah, but why is it different?
Well, that's a great question.
that
I think
that
the rap culture.
yeah.
The rap culture comes up as
Competitive.
you have to, the competition, hey, this is all you. Like this has to be your foot forward.
Like it's more of an aggressive. It's more an
Yeah.
aggression type thing.
Yeah.
But my thing is, in the music industry, pen game is pen game. So like, if you are nice at writing music, you're nice at writing music.
Whether that's singing, rapping,
It don't matter what it is.
whatever,
Like singers
yeah.
are competitive too, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So,
Extremely.
I never understand why people give a pass to singers, and they don't give the same pass to
Well,
rappers.
what's your thought if you found out that you're a big J. Cole fan?
Big J. Cole fan. If I
you
found out,
that 50% of his album,
I'd
wasn't
be
written by
very
him,
upset. I'd be very upset. Facts. Because
But then-
I've connected to his music on like, it's more than just me listening to it. It's like I fuck with his music and I related to it. Me thinking that this is this person that's spitting the bars is gonna be like, damn. You feel me?
because he's him.
Cause he's him. Nigga, he the realest. He the realest. You got me. You got me. You got me. But yeah, next we talking about your album, right? What do you think is the biggest inspiration behind it? Do you feel like it's a singular inspiration, or is it like each song had its own thing to
Had
it?
its own thing. No, I definitely can't say that there was like one singular thing. I think, excuse me, I was just like listening to a bunch of different things at the time. I got like super into Marvin Gaye over the pandemic. A lot of DJ Screw.
Shout out DJ Screw.
Shout out, rest in peace. Rest in peace,
R.I.P..
DJ Screw. But yeah, man, just like listening to a bunch of different things, like expanding my musical taste and just like wanting to try new things sonically and just, I don't know, just like I never want to make the same project twice. That's why I was rapping a lot on Never Nothing, and I was trying different stuff on Cascade Effect, and I started where I started. It was like super R&B with Portrait, but just like I just never want to do the same thing again. And the next project that I put out, it's not gonna sound like anything I've done before. So
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, so this Friday, right? Dropping this. I mean, next
Next
Friday.
Friday, yes, yes.
Sorry, next Friday. Next
All
Friday,
good,
the
yes.
album is dropping.
Next Friday.
Heaven only knows.
All right, so since you're here,
Mm-hmm.
what song would you like us to play for the people? What song
Ooh,
would you
let
like
me
to give
pick.
us to those?
Ooh.
He can pick.
All right, go
Don't
ahead.
even comment. Don't even.
Go ahead.
You know what I want to hear. Play my shit, man.
Well, it's not your shit.
You know what I mean.
All right, so this is.
Oh, somebody in the chat said they want a live performance. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Who said that?
It better be a girl. If it's not, don't say shit. Creative Miss says, but would he stop listening to J. Cole if he discovered half of it was ghostwritten? No. Yes. No. I wouldn't. Where you see a live performance at?
It says it on my side.
You're lying. You're lying. You told
All
a
right,
lie.
no.
You told a lie.
We good.
I want to hear a little September.
We're gonna play a snippet.
All right, so I'm gonna play a snippet of the title track. Heaven only knows.
No recording this, all right?
No
It didn't
recording
drop
this
yet.
and
None of y'all niggas
trying
record
to-
shit.
First of all, if I see Heaven Only Knows on the Ave, it's on, all right?
Yo,
It's-
Alicia says, Sectiontoo, you're dope. I hope you can sing a little of Come See Me Tonight. Ooh, she says she
see,
wants
that's
you to
what I'm-
come see her tonight. I hope that's not nobody you know.
That is, I don't know this person.
She says she wants you to come see her tonight.
If you in the chat, let yourself be known.
You're-
What up, Love Lavender? We see you out there.
Alicia, what's going on?
I don't know if I'm doing no singing though.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right, so this
They
is,
gotta catch you on tour.
that's a fact.
I'm trying to
So
tour.
this is the title track, Heaven Only Knows.
As I stare right through the night, heaven's by my side. All these fleeting signs alone, but I don't know. As I stare right through the night, I don't know what's left to find. Night behind
heard
my
that?
eyes, I'm trying to find that I don't know.
Need 50 Cent on this.
I just want to rap on this.
So seductive.
There's a bullet in the sky.
Damn.
I sent it expedited, hope it reaches. Sign still delivered on time. I could have sent it quicker, but you know
Oh,
how I
that's
get.
it. Don't do too much.
No. You gotta keep it.
Perfectionist, far
This
from
my shit
perfect,
right here.
never get it right, that's to my detriment.
Hey, you gotta let them know if you playing too much.
No, yeah, we can rock out to the chorus.
So settling, real or fake, whatever it is.
All right, now you can stop.
Heaven only knows if I get it right. Say I can't leave behind.
That's all y'all get for free.
Sheesh, that nigga was
That's all y'all
flowing.
get for free.
He was flowing. Go ahead,
That's
hit
all
that
y'all get
applause
for free.
button. Hit that
That's all y'all
applause
get for
button.
free. That's all y'all get for free.
He was flowing on that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
He was riding that beat.
They didn't even-
Pause.
Thank
Whoa. Pause. He was riding that beat, dog. I'm not gonna lie.
Appreciate
I'm
it,
not
man.
gonna
Thank you.
lie. It didn't even get to my part. But this whole
oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
my,
yeah.
Do it again?
No. So but this song, like, to me, set the tone for the rest of the album. And yeah, man, like hearing how you flowed on the beat, right?
the flow, the pitch shift, everything is just refreshing to hear. Like,
Right. Even from the intro, the whole deep sound effect, like I was like, damn, like this is about to be something. Cause I was like, yo, if it just happened, I'll be disappointed. But it didn't. It like stayed up. I respect it. Pause. Yeah, stop thinking like that.
They fuck with it in the chat too. Creative Myth showed he sent some fire signs. Peter Ken says, "Where are you from?" Peter Ken, he is from what part of Queens?
I'm from Jamaica. From
Southside?
specifically. Yeah.
Oh, my nigga. My nigga. I am from
He
Southside.
not from.
I am from Southside. All right.
He not from Brooklyn. I know
Listen,
that.
once again, follow Sectiontoo on all platforms. The album comes out next Friday. Heaven
Next
only
Friday.
knows. Make sure y'all go pre-order that, download that, do whatever you got to do. Just make sure you.
Section 2, Section TOO.
Yes.
Make sure you get it.
TOO.
No space.
All right,
No
moving on.
space.
No space. Section 2.
Moving on, real quick. NBA just started.
Yes. Anybody,
Predictions,
yes.
real quick.
Section two,
Brooklyn at?
What's your predictions?
Nigga, you just said you was with the. Never mind.
Predictions.
with the Knicks.
Who do you think is gonna win the NBA championship? Who you think is gonna
We
be
got
the
fake ass
MVP?
Knicks fans here.
Who you think? What's your? Well, yes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, so NBA predictions. Knicks will be a playing team.
Okay, sounds about right.
Warriors will probably repeat. Celtics will bypass all Ime Udoka nonsense and still be a really good team.
I mean, they looked really good.
They
last
they
night.
looked incredible last night.
Is that Ime Udoka shit really gonna affect the team though?
I mean,
he's their
it
coach.
could like that's their
mean-
coach. That's like he holds like or he doesn't
the glue.
hold, but like he's the glue. He's like responsible for orchestrating chemistry and
I heard
just
one
like
of the starters snitched. So
Wait, where
that
you
means they
hearing
want
that?
to
you for
I
real?
have my sources, all right?
Okay.
I got more
You in
sources
the
than Stephen A.
Celtics?
I'm in the locker room. The guys
okay.
talk.
Why are you in the locker room?
You out here pillow talking and shit.
My fault. Go ahead, sir.
one more prediction that I have: the Suns will not recover from the way that Luka did them in the.
So you think they will not make the playoffs this year?
I didn't say that. I just don't think. I think their window
Luka
has
owned
kind
them,
of
basically.
their window was kind of closed by Luka in the playoffs last year.
I'm gonna go with the Knicks making the finals. It's like, nah. I'm just gonna go with. I think the Warriors are gonna repeat.
Delusional Knicks fan.
I got the
Delusional.
Warriors versus the 76ers in the NBA finals.
What?
Ew.
Yep, I got the Warriors.
76?
Our brother
This
is
is
lost
Kyrie
and
from
confused.
I'm not from Philly, but
That's because you live in Philly.
I don't live in Philly.
Oh, okay.
That's
I live in
'cause you
upstate
love-
New York.
you love Philly cheesesteaks.
I got Joel Embiid being the MVP this year, and
He looked
I
a little
have
fragile
the Knicks
last
being
night,
a
I'm not gonna hold you.
play-in team. I have the Heat actually being a 6 seed. I don't think they're going to be that good this year, and
I think it's Jimmy Butler's hair.
I think he took that out.
He's gonna fuck up the
He
team
did take that
chemistry,
out.
bro.
Thank God.
And
Wait, what's wrong with his head?
You didn't see? He
Bro,
got the
what?
He got the Fetty. He got the Fetty
you
lines.
ain't
And,
Wow.
You ain't see the
and
sewing
then
he was walking
shaved
around
all
with?
his facial hair off, so he looked creepy.
He like a completely different.
Yeah, he
person.
looked kind of nuts. Yeah.
You know how they get those fake Jamaicans to be extras in the movie? That's what it is. There was a door open.
nah, he looked like.
Yeah, so yeah, he just looks creepy. Like he looks like Predator.
Yo,
Oh yeah,
that's
Who-
kind of nuts.
Listen, man. I got Brooklyn going to the finals.
That's tough.
They ain't starting off well.
I got Brooklyn's going to the finals. I think they're going to see Golden State there. I think the Lakers ain't going nowhere, but I think LeBron is actually going to break that record.
Oh yeah,
He definitely will.
Break that record.
And
for
what
sure.
record is that?
Most points
the people?
in NBA history. He's going to be the leading scorer in NBA history,
It's crazy.
which is
Very,
insane.
very crazy.
This is his 20th season playing.
Yep.
Yes.
20th
Crazy.
season.
And all he has to do is average 16.
Which he's gonna
Light.
knock out the park.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Didn't he have like 30 last night?
Yeah.
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 Like,
Shake was talking about Zion. I don't think Zion I don't think they're going nowhere.
You bugging?
Really?
Wildin'.
That team is gonna be.
That's
like,
a
Wildin'.
super hot
not,
take.
I'm not
You're wildin'.
convinced. I'm interested in seeing Ja Morant.
Okay.
I think Ja Morant might make a play for MVP.
I can see that.
I guess also see that.
I can
yeah.
see that.
And
Rookie of the year.
Paulo Banchero.
Yeah,
I don't know who the
easy.
fuck that is.
Nah, yeah, Paolo
I
got
don't-
it
I don't
easy.
know who's-
Yeah, I'm not familiar. I just wanted to make
Paolo
sure I knew.
Banchero
Anyway, Shake,
was
what's your
a
prediction?
he
Shake
looked
said
he
Orlando
looked
was going to
NBA
the
ready
finals.
at Duke last year. So
He said the Magic versus the Kings in the
They,
finals.
they don't know their hoops. But go ahead, Shake.
That sounds like a Brooklyn prediction. Anyway, so
Let us know in the chat what your NBA predictions are.
If
So-
y'all watch the NBA,
so I'm gonna say I see the Pelicans gonna fall in the playoffs.
mm-hmm.
How far are you talking? Second round?
conference finals.
They could get to the semis. They could get to the semis.
Y'all predictions are this is worse than my Westbrook and the Houston winning it all.
no.
Whoa, wait,
terrible.
what?
Remember when you
Yeah, I
said
remember
that?
you said that.
I got
That
it on
is-
video.
That
Yeah.
is a crazy hot take. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, you was bugging.
Yeah, I said Westbrook was gonna start hitting threes.
Golden State to repeat. I do believe that they're going to see. I feel like they're going to see the Nets. No, the Celtics. The Celtics again. I feel like the Celtics could get there again.
Clippers?
As far as MVP, the Clippers will be in the Western Conference Finals.
Clippers versus Warriors.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah.
As far as MVP, I am going to give it to Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Three-time
This
MVP.
nigga,
Three-time
man.
MVP. You know what I'm saying? It's a bias. So what? I'll tell you now that I'm being
He
biased.
could
I
definitely
don't
do
care.
it, though.
He could do
He
it.
could definitely
It is not out of the realm of
I
possibility.
want to see Jamal Murray play.
Oh
He's
yeah.
playing tonight, but you won't be able to see him.
I know, because of this damn show.
I mean, you can take days off. Ask me about it. I'm a professional.
My man.
All right, we got some
Mental health is
predictions
the
in
best.
the chat, and then we got a question for section 2 before we move on to
Oh,
who's
hold
on the
on.
scroll.
Hold on.
What's up?
LeBron will definitely, he will definitely be the number one. By the end of the season, will be the number one scorer in the
You
league.
just said that.
And
We agree.
We all pretty much agree
Yeah.
on that one.
You
Can I-
need to repeat that.
Could have saved that one for yourself.
Yeah, you could have kept that.
And
in
I feel like he's
archives.
gonna make a run for MVP.
LeBron. Wow.
Wow, that's a. No, that was
Yeah,
you.
next
You
time let me
redeemed
finish.
yourself.
Next
You
time let me
redeemed-
finish.
you
Next
re-
time let me finish.
You should have led with that.
Next time let me
All
finish.
right,
the problem.
Peter King says too early to know this, but Dallas.
Nah, fuck them.
Needs help.
He
Wait,
says
what?
for real, Philly in the finals.
No.
Yeah, I don't see Philly.
That
in the
team,
finals.
yo, listen.
Creative
Don't let
Myth
that
says-
game. Don't let that first game fool you. That team is gonna be good.
Creative Myth says Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr, and the Bulls won a chip. Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole, and the Warriors
Yo,
will
we
now
never
win a
even
chip.
talked about that.
Jordan Poole took the ultimate sacrifice.
Can I ask y'all this?
Hold on. Alicia says
gotta read it in the
Zion better show out and play the entire season. Bucks are coming back. Giannis is winning it all.
Psych.
That's your friend? That's your
Huh?
friend Shakespeare?
Don't come at me like that.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
he told her to say that.
Yo,
Yeah.
would y'all? Would
That's a
y'all?
bot,
Where?
isn't it? It's
Where?
a bot.
Would
I'm not a real person.
Would y'all
You're a
take
bot.
Would y'all take a punch to get $100 million like Jordan Poole?
From who?
Right. It depends on who punching me.
Does it really depend?
No,
If-
I will
If you
gladly
get knocked
take a
out
punch
like
for
that in the
$100
video,
million.
you taking that? You taking that
Oh,
punch?
he didn't really get knocked
Knocked
out.
out. He
Knocked
got
Right,
pushed
right,
down.
right.
If you telling me I got to take a punch from like
Might have
Deontay
got knocked
Wilder,
out. Not gonna lie.
Right.
If
He might have got knocked
Take
out.
a clean hit from Deontay Wilder.
For
Okay, but
for
Draymond
$100
Green
million?
is bigger than Deontay Wilder, and
$100 million, a punch from Deontay Wilder.
I'm taking that.
I
punch.
might have
He's
to
a
eat that.
professional
your
fighter.
face is gonna get broke. You could die.
I could pay for my
He's a
face.
professional
You might,
fighter. Don't matter how
you
big
might
he is.
die.
I'm gonna take those chances for
I might,
generational wealth.
I
He's a
might die.
professional fighter.
I might die.
You said it don't matter how big he is.
You saying that Draymond Green is bigger than him?
He's a big nigga. But-
Yeah, but I'm saying Deontay Wilder is a professional fighter.
right. Regardless,
Right.
it's still bad. You getting hit by Deontay Wilder is probably worse.
9 times out of 10, any punch is bad. Like no one wants to get punched. Like
That punch
Yeah.
was crazy too.
That
That shit was a Superman
I-
punch.
I feel like as if that's my teammate, like before
Never
we
looking at
switch
the
over
same.
topics,
Yo.
we could never be like cool, like none of that. I don't know how. Like, I guess he getting paid $100 million, so he keep it professional. But
The whole time I was watching the ring ceremony, I was like, yo, he is close enough to rock Draymond right now.
but he wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't.
I don't think he.
But
He'd
yeah-
lose his bag and Draymond would fuck him up.
Facts.
did y'all see what he did in the game after that happened? Like Jordan
He
Poole,
went crazy.
he balled out.
Like
Like
he put up
crazy.
12 points Stop it.
He still went crazy.
Crazy on what?
He looked great, man. I don't know.
He looked die.
Die. He 100
He
million.
100 million player now. You
100
gotta
mil,
put
aight.
those expectations
I
a
got
little
more.
higher.
I got more
Aight.
faith in Jordan Poole than I do James Harden.
You bugging.
Crazy
Yeah,
hot
I
take,
could see
but
that.
I respect it. I
I
respect
got
it.
way more
I could
faith.
see that.
What?
I got way
Bet
more
on the
faith
young
in
buck.
Jordan Poole than I do James Harden.
Crazy hot take, but I
Yo,
respect
Jordan.
it.
I mean,
James
James
Harden
Harden
stuck in
put
the
up 30
mud.
points
I
last
call,
game.
I call him slip and slide because he'll slip, turn over the ball, slide to
You
the
see
basket.
Jordan Poole with the ball, my man's be over here doing all this crazy shit.
I'm not gonna lie, Kevin Durant losing the ball a lot more lately.
Where have we switched to Kevin Durant?
I'm just saying. I'm thinking about James Harden, Kevin Durant.
Because they locking his ass up.
Yeah, that whole Oklahoma City Thunder team not really looking.
The Celtics did them bad.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, let's move on from the NBA because y'all got some crazy ass takes.
Moving on. All right, we got news on the scroll. So first thing on news on the scroll is I'm sorry, I gotta talk about this. Joe Biden, Shake's favorite person in the world. Joe Biden has some comments that he made. He gave this little girl advice.
When you say little girl,
What?
She's a young girl,
Compared to him, shit.
young girl. She gave him advice. He gave her advice on dating.
that
This
fossil
is
fuel.
this is what he says. I'm about to,
Did you send it?
Now I'm about to just do it like this.
Ghetto.
Yeah, I know.
We have the technology to be better than this.
Yeah. You let me down.
Shut up.
And it's not even.
It's not even playing.
Shake would have been scrolling right now.
No serious guys till you're 30.
No what?
No serious guys till you're 30.
Don't keep that in mind. Look at them.
Now, a very important thing I told my daughter and granddaughters, no serious guys till you're 30.
No what?
No serious guys till you're 30.
Nigga, you played that clip
Nah,
and he
for
said
real.
the same thing
like
four
times.
times.
What, you
Listen.
give
What
sending
part
us
of
compilations?
what part
I
of
could have told you what he said.
what part
Listen.
of dementia don't you understand?
Damn, y'all
The
y'all
worst
tweaking on old
motherfucking
man Joe.
advice I ever heard in my life.
Don't take a guy seriously until you're 30.
That's crazy advice. Terrible advice. Instead of giving advice about how you should not fuck with guys until you're 30, give advice on why we giving fucking $30 billion to Ukraine. Right, Shay? You with me?
You damn right.
Giving them credit cards and shit.
I don't see
Sending
the
money,
relevance.
sending money over
I
there.
don't see how that's relevant.
What kind of advice y'all giving y'all daughters when it comes to dating?
Wow,
That's a tough question.
that is
As men,
Because I'm only gonna have sons.
yeah.
Man,
Good
you
luck.
can't,
Good
you
luck
can't
with that.
biologically just fucking
And
know
be the
what
people that say that,
It's
we
gonna
talking
have all
about mad
daughters.
mad girls.
all
Kobe,
daughters.
you gonna look like
Don't do
Kobe
that.
out here.
Don't do that.
4 girls.
Ooh, advice. I would say
Know your worth, respect yourself, and don't be afraid to come to me if you need advice.
Oh, even the tone you said it in. That's so nice.
I'd say all of that, and also just I'd live my life in a way like in front of her that sets
The tone.
a tone, sets a decent example of what a man should be, and hopefully she would look for those qualities in a potential partner.
Now, what would you do if it was the opposite?
What do you mean?
Just like the worst
Yeah,
male
yeah.
possible.
How would you handle that as a father?
I mean, like, especially dependent on age. Like, once she's of a certain age, like, my daughter would have to make her own mistakes and learn life on her own terms. And obviously, I'm there for support and guidance, but like,
yeah. At some
you're
point, it's
you're
like, I
you're
can't
gonna
tell
have
you
to
what
figure it out
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't say that in like a reductive way, like, oh, like, do what you want, or like,
Yeah.
I'm throwing you to the wolves, but like,
Pretty much.
you gotta like not, but you have to live life and figure it out. So
Anybody else?
I would definitely say everything that they said. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
To make-
I love the piggy. I love the piggyback.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Continue.
I was gonna say the same thing. So yeah, go ahead.
That's crazy.
And I will let them know that when you aim your gun, make sure you hold it with 2 hands to make sure it's an accurate hit.
And he's not from Brooklyn. See?
Nobody's gonna play with my daughter. I'm gonna make sure my daughters know how to fight, know how to shoot. That's
Gotcha.
it.
fight and shoot.
Fight and shoot. So if
Got you.
Definitely Brooklyn. Listen, just don't embarrass your dad. That's my only advice.
Don't embarrass your
Don't
dad.
fucking embarrass me. That's all I got.
Kinda wild. I'm telling her to.
You conceded.
I'm telling her what y'all all said, right?
Including me.
But definitely respect yourself. Make sure you focus on yourself and find somebody who's respecting you. Don't take the minute someone disrespects you, you can't take them serious.
Facts.
Because it only gets worse.
Yep.
You ain't gonna be in the blue face
Give an inch.
situation.
If you don't respect
Oh
yourself,
my
you can't
Father
expect other
God.
people to respect you.
Yeah.
That is the worst reality
I was
show.
gonna say advice. I was supposed to say, damn.
No. I'm talking about Blueface and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's.
You do not want your daughter in that situation.
I would not. It would have been over already. It would
Yeah,
have
but
been
you
over
can't
already.
you can't get put to sleep like how her father did.
Oh no, definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Because then you have no leg to stand on.
Huh?
Literally.
Yeah, I mean, we gonna jump them.
I'll be damned. My daughter boyfriend knocked me out. I'll be fucking damned.
On camera.
You be damned on the floor.
on
You gonna be
camera
Blueface
too.
for real.
All right, moving on. Lily says he's right though. No, he's not, Lily. Joe Biden is not right.
That man is like 90.
He needs to give it up.
You don't even know
But
what
my,
to hang up his shit.
but my thing is,
Yo,
for you to sit there and say not to take anybody seriously until you're 30. Right?
What are you doing from?
And then-
from
wait,
He
hold on,
probably
hold on,
got
hold on.
married at 21.
Wait, hold on. And that, and on top
Who's
of that,
his wife?
on top of that, so
Joe
you're basically
Biden.
saying like it's okay.
Jane Biden.
Jane Biden, sorry.
Her name is Jane.
Jill Jane. Oh, same
I think
shit.
it's Jill.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Go ahead, Shake. My fault.
Sorry, continue.
My bad, shit. Go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
No, apologize. Apologize. Nigga waiting for you to apologize.
You better say you
Apologize.
sorry.
I apologize. You feel that way.
That's gaslighting.
Toxic
That's
ass
the OD
apology.
toxic.
That's that presidential answer.
Facts.
Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say.
All right, well, speaking of presidents,
moving on.
we talking about the possible next president of the United States. Kanye West, he had a Drink Champ interview.
That's a crazy introduction.
Kanye West had the Drink Champ interview with Nori, and he said a lot of things on that show. Did we saw it? Did you see it?
I saw clips.
Yeah, I saw
tried to
clips.
see it before they took it
yeah,
down.
and they ended up taking it down. So I haven't
Clips.
finished
Oh, I
it.
sent y'all the.
Yeah.
I
full
saw.
thing, yeah.
The episode
I-
was 3 hours.
Yeah,
I don't have the time
Yeah,
to watch
no.
3 hours of Kanye talking.
I saw
BS.
some, and I could say it was a lot. It was just listening to Kanye's stream of consciousness is not something that I just want to do all the time. But
he is confusing. He is like it's at some point where I feel like he's on the right track. Like, okay, I can feel this, and then it just goes to something.
He's
completely,
erratic.
Yeah.
Like he'll just like change the whole. You're like, damn.
Because he'll
nigga.
be like, I feel like we need to build our own factories and do stuff in our own country. I'm like, okay.
buying banks with Diddy.
But the robots, I'm like, what? Wait a minute, like how did we get here? Like, it's
nigga taking a sharp left turn.
yeah, he's.
I'll say this: I went to the Yeezus show at Madison Square Garden in 2013. One of the best concerts I've
Facts.
ever been to.
I
Crazy.
went to the one in what's that shit in Long Island, the stadium in Long Island, the old
Nassau
one.
Coliseum?
Nassau?
Yeah, I went to Nassau. Yeezus was definitely one, and it makes you like the album more.
Crazy
Yeezus
show.
was a good album.
And I loved Yeezus as an album, but he ranted for like an hour. Like he performed, but there was like almost an hour long rant in the
Was he
show.
complaining?
Yeah, he was. This was around the time that he was talking about
stand when
like
people complain.
he was trying to get like Adidas or
Yeah,
Nike
yeah.
to like.
I didn't pay for you to
give him-
complain.
It would like it was like looking back on it now, it was a bit irrational. But like me, I'm such a big Kanye fan at the time. I'm just like, oh my god, like this is crazy. Like he's doing his stream of consciousness thing, da 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 da, whatever. Fast forward now, he's doing the exact same thing that he's been doing. It's just that he's not in a great space mentally, clearly, and he's just not making a lot of sense. It's terrible to see because, again, I am a really big Kanye fan, but
You know what I hate about the Kanyeisms?
Yeah, I don't know.
I hate
The what?
The Kanyeisms.
That's the thing.
I don't know, I just made it up. I hate the cult following. I hope you're not one of those. The people who try to make sense out of all his ideologies.
no.
They try to be philosophers. Like, you're not thinking, brother. You gotta think deeper. You missing the point. Like, Nigga, what point are you
That-
talking about? You don't even know what he's saying.
Most of the stuff that Kanye has been saying recently, I do not see a point to. I
But most of the
gotta
stuff he
be
says
honest.
is not new. It's all he's just coming out as like a conservative, like like full blown right wing. Like that's all it is. Everything he said, down to the George Floyd thing. That's
Yeah.
I've heard all of that. Nothing he said is new.
That
so
took me out. Yeah.
I think he's just doubling down on the fact that on where he stands politically.
And I'm gonna be the one to say it. Donda's turning over in her grave right now. I'm
Think
sorry.
so?
Yeah, because the fact that you spoke about your mom being at sit-ins, being, you know what I'm saying, one of those people who led the charge, being a part of the Black Panther Party, and for you to then turn around and say that a man's death, like George Floyd, that we all saw. It's not like we didn't see it. We all saw it. Wasn't due to the actions that took place. It was due to the fentanyl. So you're gonna minimize that impactful moment to drugs.
And you know, I actually, speaking on that, I wanted to talk on not just like the interview, but Nori as herself. Like
Yeah,
that,
yep.
That to me, like one thing I didn't like is the fact that Nori kept the episode up, right? The interview up,
Right.
And then when he started to get the heat,
The backlash.
Yep. He went on a Breakfast Club and tried to be apologetic. And it's just like, you didn't want to take the episode down in the first place. Why don't you just stand on your own shit? Like,
Right.
if you really felt the way you felt originally, to me, I don't feel like that apology would ever be genuine, because now it's like you're just doing it. And maybe it could be genuine, but it just felt like, oh shit, like I'm getting way too much heat. I gotta, especially with the George Floyd thing. And he was like, oh, I waited till later to check him or some shit he said.
He checked them. See, it was 3 hours.
Yeah.
He checked them during the show.
Okay, so when you say how did he check him?
It's basically like he was like, yo, he told him he's out of pocket. He told him he's out of pocket. But my thing is, here's my problem.
What's your problem?
Why don't we allow our people grace? Why don't we allow people to see the mistake they made and be like, you know what? Damn, I had a moment of reflection. This is wrong. I don't care how much heat you catch. The heat is going to come regardless. But we're so quick to be judge, jury, and execution, and I can't respect that. Because when it comes to other people, we'll give them that grace. We'll give them that, like, oh, he had a bad moment. Oh, he da-da-da-da. And then
Because
No,
there's a
just in
whole
general,
cancel culture right now that everybody doesn't like.
all right, it's a cancel
I
culture.
get what you're saying, though.
All right, so if you get what I'm saying, like, I'm not talking about just cancel culture, but there's people out there who are given grace when they do out of pocket things. This in this instance, Nori gave somebody a platform to speak on, right? A lot of us, we can't sit here in front and act like we wasn't like wondering what he was talking about, because LeBron took down the interview. Other people took down interviews, and we was like, yo, what did he say that was so bad that, you know what I'm saying? And then when we finally hear it, like, oh, that's how he was talking?
But let me say this. I get what you're saying, but him interviewing Kanye was around the same time. Kanye wasn't just making those comments. He's been making those comments.
Yeah.
So you took the interview with the thought in mind that he's probably going to say something controversial. And it was
Yeah.
only until he got the back. I get
I
what you're
agree.
saying.
I agree with
How
Kyrie.
responsible do you feel for your guests' comments? Right,
100%.
I don't see why. This is my opinion. Why so much backlash on him
And not
when
Kanye.
Kanye is the one who said that shit?
Right.
I think Kanye gets most of the backlash, but what I'm pointing out is the hypocrisy and like I didn't feel like your apology was genuine, and okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. I just felt like you knew what you was getting at when you got Kanye, when you got Kanye in an interview. You still kept the interview
I have a question when you're done.
for a while until you got backlash. So it's like you really wanted the content, and up until you got that much backlash, that's when you took the content. And my thing was like, just stand on that shit. If that's what you really wanted to do,
Don't
stand on that
apologize.
shit.
So-
it's gonna blow over
I see
after a
what you're
while.
saying. Yeah.
Right. So my question is, do we have that same energy for the people
Yes, I do.
on CNN?
Yeah,
We have the same.
do you
we have-
not see the
hold
comments
on.
on Twitter?
So my thing is.
Do you not see the
So my
comments on
thing is,
Twitter?
my thing is, we'll keep the same energy for Nori for realizing like, yo, damn, I made a mistake with that. what I'm saying? He took precaution.
Mm-hmm.
He had certain people in the room. He had everything he explained.
This ain't CNN
then-
though. This
hold on.
Drink
Hold on.
Right.
I understand that. but it's still a media platform. He gave somebody a platform to speak.
Right.
But
Right?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Let him finish so I could tear his ass
He
up.
Hey, yo.
Sorry.
No loop.
What?
So, wow.
It's funny what Austin finds so funny. What he
I did
turns,
not
what he
expect
turns
that.
as red as a plum for.
Ha ha.
Wow. So my thing is
Fucking cherry tomato over here laughing about lube. What the fuck is happening right now?
All right. Why? I hear you.
Wait, why I gotta be my butt? Like I don't understand. What? Why y'all?
Yo, what?
Why does it? Why? Because why is that funny? Like,
Ask the plum over there.
He said no lube. This nigga, but he doing it. Come on. All right. Well, we talking about this.
Go to a plum.
Go ahead,
Don't do
Shake.
that. Don't do that.
We gonna move on after this.
so
Yeah,
anyway,
I got something to say.
Okay, Ice
so-
Cube.
so like I'm saying is, yo, if we gonna do this, and if somebody's being apologetic, stepping up being apologetic and be like, yo, I made a mistake. We're not gonna honor the fact that the mistake was realized. I don't care how much heat he got. He realized the mistake and was like, you know what? I gave this man a platform to speak. It went to a different direction, and you know what? That's not from us. Even when the episode aired, it says the views of the guests does not reflect Drink Champs and Revolt or P. Diddy. They said that. So this man coming on their platform, and they gave y'all the warning, like, yo, whatever this dude says, it does not reflect us. But we'll sit here and crucify him. Oh, he's not standing on it. But he realized his mistake, and we're not going to give him grace for that.
Am I able to
Hold
speak
on,
now?
Austin has something to say. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Just
This
real
nigga.
quick, two things can be true. We can accept his apology, but he also can be disingenuous.
All right, let me go because I ain't get my take yet. I ain't get my take
That's an
yet.
assumption.
One
That's
more
an
point,
assumption.
one more point, and then you can go. Him
Thank
putting
you.
the disclaimer up there already lets me know that he knew what he was
Exactly.
going. What he was going to.
No, whoa.
Why
Let
would
me
you
talk.
put a
Let me
disclaimer
talk.
up there?
Live
Why
show.
would you put
Hold
a
on,
disclaimer
hold
up there if
on,
you
hold on,
didn't
hold on,
know
hold on.
what you was walking into?
Let me say this. Let me say this.
It's not live.
It's not live.
But let me say
So
this.
that was edited. Obviously, they had the
You
conversation,
know,
someone edited and put it in
they
front.
know what they doing. Whenever Kanye is a guest on your show, you know anything can happen, and you know
Right.
you know what's gonna come with that. My thing was, I don't feel like his apology was disingenuous. I feel like he really apologized. I feel like he really felt some type of way because the people were coming after him.
You're right.
Like
I
we
agree
were
with you.
coming after him. Like, yo,
Yeah.
the shit he said. You can't let
We?
this nigga. Black people, nigga.
You're right. I changed my opinion.
Not
on
you.
that. It probably was
Right?
and
We
th-
hold
and
on.
that's my problem.
Hold on. We were coming after him. My thing is, I feel like you should stand on that because he wasn't in the wrong at all. You brought this man on your show, and you know what comes with Kanye.
And I
when
absolutely
say
understand
when
that.
I say stand on it, I mean like stand on the fact that you have a platform, you bring people on. This is a grown man. He's making tours all around. He's on a bunch of people's podcasts. He's on the news.
Right.
He's talking to Fox.
Right.
He's not. He's doing the press tour.
But nobody's holding everybody to the same regard.
They're holding
I see-
Candace
hold
Owens
on,
to the
hold
same
on.
regard.
All right.
The fuck? Yo, listen.
No, but no. If we're
finish
talking
and
about
then we gotta
every
move
and
on.
everybody,
If you're gonna bring something to my door, make sure it's not bullshit, bro.
it's not
We gotta
bullshit.
make-
We're
Hold
talking
on.
about any and
Candace
anybody.
Owens.
Candace
We
Owens and
don't-
Kanye.
Candace
Candace
Owens.
Owens and Kanye
They're
going the same.
synonymous.
They two
They're
peas in
the
a
same
pod.
boat.
We
They're in the
holding
same boat,
people
bro.
accountable. That's what you're talking about.
Candace Owens.
Section 2,
dog.
what you think about
But
Candace
I'm-
Owens?
but I'm saying-
we could be
I have zero thoughts on Candace Owens.
Hold on, you a little loud.
She
All right.
is.
We're
She,
Candace Owens and
All
Lori
right,
in the
listen,
same boat.
comparing. Oh, okay,
Listen,
my
we
bad.
gotta get to the comments.
Section
God
2, how you
damn.
feel about Candace Owens?
not
gotta-
rocking with Candace Owens.
We gotta,
right.
we gotta read the comments. All right, Lily says, you're technically not supposed to question what people say in the bipolar episodes to ensure they don't have a spiral, but feeding into it is not helping. She also says he's not going to apologize. He believes that he is saying as fact. He believes what he is saying as fact. He will most likely act like it never happened or dig deeper. Big Joe says, I was just about to say that, Lily. If you really felt it was wrong, why post it? And Marquise Rawls says, oh, never mind.
No, did you ask the question?
No, I didn't ask the question yet, but I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna ask the question. Lily says the psychologist on Twitter said that Kanye's episodes are seasonal. When the seasons change, he goes viral, which is common for people with bipolar disorder. I did not know that.
Interesting.
All right, question for the guest.
Yo.
You ready?
Yep.
Marquise Rawls, he always comes with the fire. He says, question for the guest: Do you have a goal set for the number of performances and gigs you want to be booked for after the album drops? That's a great question.
That is a great question. Not something, not necessarily a number per se, but I definitely want to make my rounds just around the city, period. Just like Brooklyn, Manhattan, whatever venues can and would have me in the city, I'm definitely trying to hit those. So,
Word.
But yeah, that question kind of stumped me a little bit because I've never pinpointed like a number.
You should do a
but
pop-up.
That'd be kind of hard.
Yeah, you should do a pop-up.
Pop-up.
You just gotta let us know about the pop-up.
I got you.
I don't
Pops
even think we
are
invited to
fun.
the. Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna bring it up.
Nah.
I'm not gonna bring it up. Next show.
We still trying to set that up. I got you.
That's crazy.
So there's a topic I wanted to get into since we have a musical artist here.
Mm-hmm.
One of the topics was are female rappers becoming the face of hip hop? Got you, Drew.
Thank you.
Kyrie
It's
said you
chaos.
take it too long.
It's chaos in here, man. It's chaos in
Look
here.
what Kanye,
I bring the heat.
Look at what Kanye did.
All right.
So, yeah, so,
it's
you
a
know-
post though. We're gonna read the
Yeah.
post real
Female
quick.
rappers are the face of hip hop.
You got the post?
Yeah.
Oh, you need to read it.
You can't broadcast it.
Go ahead.
The post goes
The post goes.
that basically female rappers are the most exciting thing about hip hop nowadays. And, you know, we got Glorilla, we got Ice Spice,
Meg Thee Stallion,
she's a little
Cardi
older.
B.
Yeah.
Lotto,
Nicki.
What's
the other one? The
Lizzo.
Other big. Why you laughing?
Lizzo.
Why you laughing?
Wait.
Lizzo.
Why you
Wait,
laughing?
wait.
Is she not an artist?
Yeah.
No, we said a
hip-hop,
rapper.
right?
She rap.
When?
She pop.
You don't think Lizzo's hip hop?
Lizzo's definitely
Lizzo's
hip hop.
She like.
No.
I
Really?
think she's pop.
No, I think she's pop for sure.
I think she's pop.
I mean, I'd say that she's pop leaning, but I feel like a lot of her.
Okay, but if you're leaning pop, that means you're pop.
Let me stop myself.
Nah, she definitely not pop leaning section. She,
Oh, you're right.
Because the
might be-
joke that popped into my head.
All right, God, please don't say
is
it.
this not your man's live? Why are you not saying the jokes?
Please don't say
Leave
it.
her alone.
I don't
It's
think it
Kyrie
will be
live.
as bad as Kanye's.
You let give you a
comments,
lap
so you'll
dance?
be all right.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Wait,
No.
what?
Wait,
Wait. Did
Would
I
you let
hear
her give you a lap dance?
I mean, Lizzo's great. Yeah.
That is not the answer to the question.
Yes or
Would you
nay?
let her give you a
I
lap
said
dance?
Lizzo's great. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If I wasn't married, yeah.
Shake?
Why not?
I'm not on the market.
I just did a hypothetical. so
Personally
we should be
speaking, I
good.
don't
not
think
doing
I would find myself in
Hypotheticals get you in
that
trouble.
predicament where Lizzo would want to give me a lap dance, but
You courtside at a Minnesota game. You don't think she's sitting right there, her ass is out. She sees you. Look at her hair.
What?
She walk up, she slide right by you. She throw that thing on you. You gonna grab it by the
Alright.
hips?
Let's go.
All right,
Let's
my
get
fault,
back
my
to the
fault.
topic.
Lizzo makes hip hop music.
All right.
What do you? We got sidetracked.
We thinking about all the female artists right now, the top ones, the songs that's playing. That Munch song, how it go again? Kyrie, it's your favorite song?
You thought I was feeling you? You thought I was feeling you? That nigga's a munch. I eat that nigga for lunch.
Hey,
yo.
You asked me to do the song.
first of all,
That's the song.
That's not how the song goes.
Listen, I'm gonna
Nigga for lunch.
Ate that nigga for lunch.
I'm gonna give my take real quick, and I want
I
your
thought that's
opinion.
that's how the song went.
That's real.
I think that if it wasn't for the sex appeal of a lot of these female rappers, that they wouldn't be as popping as they are.
That's tough. What about
really-
Rhapsody?
No, not Rhapsody. Not Rhapsody. I'm talking about like the ones that are popping, like top, lit, clouded, Ice Spice.
She's not top anything yet.
As of right now, she is.
She's
just
trending.
She's trending.
They're putting her up there right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Because she's trending.
She's trending, bro.
Okay,
Section
that
2?
still says something.
So wait, just to clarify, you're saying that outside of sex appeal, without that, these women would not be.
A lot of them.
I disagree with you.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so the sex appeal, yes, it introduces a lot. It puts a lot of eyes on what these women are doing.
Correct.
Yeah, but would you say that the sex appeal is keeping the eyes there?
Absolutely.
Nah, I mean,
I'm not talking. So to me, one of the my favorite female rapper of all time is Nicki Minaj. I think she's talented. She has sex appeal. She's the full package.
I think she's
she
the
got
best.
bars.
She's the best
She
female.
was on.
Best female rapper out now.
I don't know.
Debatable.
Yeah,
very,
I don't know.
very,
who's-
very
who's-
debatable.
But before we go into that, I want to say she got on a song with Hove and Kanye and had the best verse.
Oh, you talking about
This
that
is
monster?
true. This is
Monster.
true.
No, but
Yeah.
she had the best
Yes,
verse.
she had the best verse on that shit.
Nigga.
Yes, she
Nicki
did.
Minaj had
She
the best
definitely
verse.
ate-
That,
that
that,
verse-
yeah,
We're not,
I
we're
agree
not
with
even
that.
doing this, Shakespeare.
I'm a
We're not doing
motherfucker.
this.
I agree with that.
Go ahead.
I'm not.
All right. What I'm
not a-
saying is, who can do that now? None of these bitches.
No, but you also got to think, right? The current state of hip hop isn't the same, even
Yeah,
with different,
yeah.
even with
Okay,
males.
my
Because
fault.
you
I
got
just
some
thought
of
of the
these
verse
male
in my head.
rappers.
Okay.
You got some of these male rappers that rapping sort of like how females rapping. So it's kind of like it's not like bars is not a thing like that anymore. It crossed both genders.
That's also true, and I feel like now in the climate of music now, there's a lot more that goes into people saying, "I want to listen to this artist." When Nicki Minaj came out,
06,
yeah,
2010.
2000,
She was also doing mixtapes and
2008,
shit.
2009, whatever year that was. If someone heard a song and liked it, yeah, you have a fan now. Nowadays, someone wants to buy into the person that you are, what you do in your spare time. Like there's so many other things that go into people saying,
which takes away from the actual artistry. Like, are you good at what you do, or are you lit on the gram, or are you doing this, or are you doing that, or is your music really good?
Or are you just entertaining?
I
Right.
mean to that point, I do agree. The good music is becoming less and less relevant, but at the same time, it's like that's just the climate that we're in now. I don't think that like the sex appeal of whoever you may name, I don't think that diminishes what they bring to the table.
But
They're kind of just
It
using.
doesn't diminish it, but it masks it.
I see what your point though, because some
It
of
hides
them,
the flaws.
I
Just
think
think about-
I agree with him. I think it does mask it.
yeah, because think about Sweetie, right? You wouldn't say she's a good rapper. She just
You
looks,
never heard Icy Girl? You bugging.
Icy Girl kind of hard.
That's what I'm saying.
You think she's a good rapper?
Can't stop, won't stop.
You
get
think she's
guap,
a good rapper?
10 white toes
You
and
think
a
she's a
flip
good
flop.
rapper?
Flip-flops.
I just
What?
want to say, I think that
Going
if you don't
crazy.
have multiple good songs, then you're not a good rapper.
I agree.
Yes.
You can have one good song, but if you're not consistent, then I don't consider you a good rapper.
JT from City Girls is a good rapper.
Well,
wouldn't know, to be
it's
honest.
interesting that you guys.
Don't look around after you say that, nigga. Stand on that.
I'm
standing on that shit. You looked around for validation
I'm not
and shit.
apologizing. I just want to see y'all react.
JT's a great rapper. But no, it's
Shout out
interesting.
JT.
It's
Oh, your
interesting that
music,
you
nigga.
guys bring up Ice Spice, because when I heard that Munch song, I immediately went back and I
thought I was feeling you.
exactly. She only had like a couple other songs out before that, so I went and I listened to some of those other songs. I thought it was really interesting that like Munch was the song that kind of blew everything up. It's clearly her best song that she has out to date, and I honestly I thought it was kind of cool because like you got to see her progress like in real time. Like if you go back to that first song to Munch, she's like slowly chipping away at like how to make a good song, like finding her voice, where her flow's at. Like I thought it was kind of cool.
And
Like,
So do you
she's-
think in this viral culture, this trending culture, how can that be detrimental, right? The way I see it is, and I want your thoughts too, is she gets trending, she gets all this attention because she's still a developing artist, and she has so much eyes and ears on her right now, is she's still learning. The next one is everyone's gonna say, oh, this is bad. The next one, oh, this is bad. Like, because the hype was all there from that viral trend,
Yeah.
now it's like, what do you do?
Yeah, it's super interesting because like on the internet, you're always gonna find someone that has literally anything to say.
Yeah.
This is great. This is bad. This is mid. Whatever. Right. I think Ice Spice is in a position where obviously she's super viral right now. With that comes eyes and ears and whatever. But I think the person that she is, the way she portrays herself online, I have a strong feeling that she'll find herself like a core fan base. I think that's what's most important. Forget virality, forget all the other stuff. Who are the people that are gonna stick by you for every release? You put a song out, are they gonna listen to it? You drop merch, are they gonna engage? Whatever. I think she'll find that core fan base, and once she has that, she'll be good. Once any artist has that, they'll be good. Like,
I think going viral if you're an artist, up and coming artist, I think going viral is bad for you.
It's a
Let's get into
blessing.
some of these comments.
It's a blessing and a
I think
curse.
it's bad.
Blessing and a curse, for sure.
For some people, it's a blessing if you go viral. If you continue on to have more fire songs, it's a blessing. For some people, if they're a one-hit wonder, I'll give you a perfect example. Designer, he had that one song. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he had Timmy Turner.
I was just about to say, let me
But how many
finish.
songs other than that? Like he's been doing songs, but it's just not sticking.
continue, Shake.
No, it's fine. On to the comments.
All right, let's get some comments real quick.
You whores.
Lily says, she makes a good point. She says Glorilla doesn't really give sex appeal.
She doesn't.
She doesn't.
She really doesn't.
But she still gives that vibe. Of,
No, she doesn't. Sorry, you lost.
Now, I'm not talking about the looks.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the music, the type of music she makes. Like, it's
Oh,
still
yeah,
the
no,
type
yeah,
of
I
city
get what you're
girls,
saying.
you feel me? It's still the vibes that the bad ones can turn up to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No? All right, the Tina Show says, shout out to the Tina Show in the chat. She says, I agree. We all know sex sells, but sex has never sold like this day and age.
But sex is more visually appealing to people now. So I would say there's not a lot of like, what do you call that shit? Boundaries that much as it used to be. So people are more open to that shit.
Nikki says, shout out Nikki in the chat. She says, a lot of them are popping because of platforms like TikTok. At that point, most people haven't heard the entire song, but a couple of good bars give them enough hype to trend.
That is
That's
it.
good.
Sectiontoo.
Instrumentals could
Marquise,
carry you. Such
yeah.
trending instrumentals could carry you. I'm telling you, bro.
Marquise says, going viral isn't bad if you already have a catalog of good songs and can make more good songs.
That
And
is a good point.
the last thing, shout out Gus in the chat.
Yer.
He says she's a baddie.
Ain't you on vacation?
What you doing? Never mind. Lily says, Drew just thinks Glorilla voice is sexy. No, I don't, Lily. It's a nice voice.
You like
though.
that baritone.
Damn right.
She got a little. And then the last comment,
She
the
be
Tina Show
rapping,
says,
she.
rap used to be relatable, teachable. Now the entire genre is so drenched in lavish lifestyle things. It's cool, but damn, like, all right. I agree. I think there should always be a balance, but that's just me.
Well, the women that don't like have all the the sex appeal and can actually rap are not getting the attention. That's one of the issues that we have. Like the people with the actual talent are not being seen.
And
But-
oh, go ahead. My bad. I was gonna segue to something else, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
No. So
Make it quick.
He said no.
So the people who have the talent aren't being seen, and they need that light to be shined on them as well. Because in the world where we're complaining, sex sells, this, that, and the third, like, where's the talent at? The people are there. You're just not looking.
They're not being pushed. It's not. I
Because
don't think we're not looking. I think they just don't. They're not being pushed. It's easier to push a fat ass than
I mean, there's a point to that.
Lauren Hill.
Glorilla.
No, I'm not talking about Glorilla. I'm just saying.
But I'm saying-
But that type of music is just what I'm saying.
It's
Like
easy
that
to
type of
push.
music is easy to push.
Yeah, so that's
the ratchet.
that's based off of music, which would be based off of
Glorilla,
talent.
that's saying like Glorilla don't have like she has
She
like
got
this
bars.
like this standard appearance. She
No.
doesn't have a standard appearance.
My thing is, everybody's saying, it's easy to promote a fat ass.
Easy.
But with somebody like Glorilla or Coi Leray, who blew up, there's not really that feature isn't really there.
There's still sex appeal in their
little,
music though.
little booties matter.
No,
Yes.
I'm not saying they
You
don't.
like Coi Leray? Never mind.
I'm not.
All right, moving on. We gonna get into the main topic of the show.
yes.
What's the word? So we got a topic today. Our topic for What's the Word is what does it mean to compete with yourself?
Did you not read the title of the show?
What?
Never mind.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we doing all that.
Generational wealth.
Oh wait, hold on. We never did the toast. I'm sitting here drinking this.
So
Are we coming to the? Never mind.
Nah, well, I'm dead serious. I'm
fucking with you.
trying to set that up.
Who fucked up on the toast?
all right, so this is
Gotta get my head out the way.
read a cup of it.
It's done.
Oh, man.
Alcoholic. So this is a toast.
Cheers.
This is a toast to my man Sectiontoo with the soon to be released album Heaven Only Knows.
Heaven
This
only
has been a
knows.
long time coming. Keep it in the cup. This has been a long time coming, and you know, I would like to say from finding you on TikTok, and then you know,
Oh, that's where you found him?
yeah,
Well,
and
he
then
just said that.
Look at that.
From finding you on TikTok. Oh, that's where you found him from?
you know, from finding you on TikTok to meeting you in person and having you on the episode. Was it last year?
There was a
We
couple
just
months
said
ago.
this. God damn it.
Was it?
We got a show to do.
There's a
Let
couple,
him do his Oscar speech.
Sorry. Go ahead.
fucking forehead. Anyway,
That's crazy. Section 2, you laughing at that.
Y'all crazy, man.
you know, from meeting you in person, enjoying your music, and then you know, it's album time now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of anticipation has been built. I've seen the hard work you've put in. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we've all of us here have been very supportive.
Yes.
You know what
No,
I'm
I
saying?
appreciate you guys, man.
No,
Thank
no
you.
problem. And we
We
just
at
wanna
least 20% of them streams. At least.
at least.
Let me get one September ring.
At least.
One September.
Let me get a check at $125. $125.
Come on
That's all
now.
I need.
Come on now. I just would want to say that you are well on your way to doing some great things.
Yep.
I really appreciate that.
You're
man.
doing
I see
great
the
things
vision.
too.
Yes,
You're
you are
doing great things, but
The-
you're on your way to doing greater things. You know
All
what
right,
I'm
play the
saying?
Grammy music, man. God damn, bro.
We got
I
grip.
mean, there is
we
the
got
cue
Yo,
music
grip.
for
We
when
got
you gotta
grip.
wrap it up.
God forbid you die before me. I can't wait to give a speech at your funeral.
That's crazy.
It's going to be
That is
great.
No,
crazy.
but there is a wrap up.
Follow Section
That is
2.
crazy.
Follow Section 2. I just dropped his Instagram in the chat.
Thank you,
Follow.
thank you.
Here lies Drew. Well,
Show him some
here
love.
you go. Listen to the music
Okay, what's
and
the
look out for the
word?
album next
Yo,
Friday.
y'all are the worst. This what Gus got to deal with. He got to deal with y'all
He's not
niggas.
even here.
I wish he was here.
Austin
Why you
turned
wish he
into
was
a
here?
red apple again.
Because you doing
Listen.
too much.
All right, yo, listen.
I'm back with a bang.
So since we cutting it,
Please leave.
we cutting it. Apparently, today's What's the Word topic is generational wealth. Now, I was reading a book. It's called The Winner Effect. The Winner's Effect by Ian Robinson.
You was?
Yes, and in the book he gives
Yo, Austin is bad shady.
It was an audiobook?
Damn, you saying you don't read?
No, he's saying I'm stupid. That's what he's trying to say. He's trying to call me stupid.
He's
Yeah,
not saying you're stupid.
yeah, he is.
He said you're a better listener.
Oh my
Now
God.
we know that's
Oh, I don't listen. I don't listen either.
now that word goes to Shake. He's a good listener.
Listen.
Yeah, he was reading his book.
Yo, Section 2, just take us out with a song, man.
No,
Sing it live.
We
Sing it live.
we have to go on the
All
topic.
right. Generational wealth. So basically, statistics were given in the book about how people who are successful, that doesn't really translate over to their children. So like second generation are like, let's say 70%, don't quote me, but it's like a big percentage are gonna lose the wealth. And by the time their grandkids are born, they blow it altogether. And he talks about different reasons for it, but basically the drive not being there for your child if you become successful because you don't have the same, you weren't put in the same environment. So I wanted to get your idea on generational wealth. I always felt like it was a little bit, not virtue signaling, but whenever someone talks about generational wealth, I'm like, it feels like it's more for you. Is it really for everybody in your generation to come? Like people who be like, oh, I'm changing my family's trajectory, blah, blah. Very true. But who's to say your child doesn't blow it or doesn't decide to do anything else with it, doesn't want to take on the family business?
I think the thought process of actually leaving something for your child or your generations that wasn't left for you is more of the motive, right? You may not, at this point, maybe in your life, maybe you may not be there when they have the money, but I think going away, God forbid if you die, you want to be able to know you left the earth with something for your generations. So I think in a sense of like that way, to me, I don't think it's overrated.
So it's a personal thing.
I think it's more, yeah, like
It's more for you.
It's, yes, you're right. It is. I think it's more for you than it is for them. I think that the sentiment is there for them, but I think for you as to feel like comfortable with what you're leaving behind for your future generations, especially considering us as Black people, you know, there's a lot of times where we don't have that option for us. So it's like a lot of us want to do that because it wasn't done for us. So yeah, I think the sentiment is nice, but you're right. I agree with you. It is more for us than it is for them.
Section 2?
I think the main caveat there is, all right, the parent wants to leave something for the child. How is the parent guiding that child to make sure that when that child is of age to handle this money and make decisions and whatever, how is the parent leading that child to make the right decision?
Right.
Are they giving this kid knowledge that's gonna stick with them past the time that the parent is even around anymore? Like,
Here's the thing with that, though. A lot of the times, what you need to be able to be competent enough to handle that money or to make the right decisions are the experiences that your predecessor went through, your father went through. You feel me? So, like, if you didn't go through...
Or mother.
What are you looking at?
Or mother.
If you didn't go through those things,
Or
it's
mother.
kind of like...
I like this topic. There was a guy giving a talk. I do not know his name. Hopefully I can find it after the show. But he was telling a story, and it was about generational wealth. And he said, I'll take the bus to work. My son will drive. My grandson will be in, a Benz. My great-grandson probably won't have to work. But my great-great-grandson is going to be walking to work again. And his thing behind it was, he said, tough times make strong people. Easy times make weak people. So basically, the easier things get, right? Whereas like I'm handing this thing to you, like you basically lose all of that, those core values, right? That would keep that generation going. So you may get to a peak, but then you hit your climax and you start going back down. You're in a decline, and then it starts over. So it's like a wave. It's just going up and down, up and down. I think what you said is teaching the knowledge and teaching the those core values, right? That is what keeps it going. Don't think that just because I have money for you, things are gonna get better generationally, right? Like this is a long race. Like this, you should expect in 10 generations, right? You shouldn't say, hey, in 3 generations they're gonna be good.
Right.
Like no, expect it in 10 generations,
Right.
15 generations.
Yeah.
But you teach those core values and that knowledge, and that's what your family continues on, right? And that's
And I think wealth can be subjective. It can be so many different things than just money. I think people put a price tag. I mean, put a value on money, obviously, because that's the way the world moves. But
no one wants to work.
It could be advice. It could be so many different things that could change the trajectory of the generation from
Right.
predecessor generations before.
Yeah.
That's why I could honestly say I respect Shaq's point of view. I didn't really understand it before, but now it's like he told his kids, like, I'm rich. You're not rich. You got to go out and get
Steve
your
Harvey
own.
too.
And Steve Harvey too. You got to go out and get your own, and realize how hard it was to get this. Because it's so easy to hand off some money to somebody, be like, yo, this is for you. Live your life. But at the end of the day, if you show them the ways to get it, like, yo, this is how I did it. You got to learn how to do this. Yo,
Or figure it out your own way.
figure it out your own way.
Exactly. Everybody can have their own way.
Absolutely, and that's why I'm for teaching. I'm for like, all right, I'm gonna show you how I did this, but it's not just for you to just to see how I did it. It's for you to come up with your own ways to be in that position.
You're
Right.
a good teacher.
Right.
You should be a teacher.
Let me
One day.
let me read this comment, and then I'm gonna get into one more thing. Don't look at me like that. Nikki says exactly, especially the I'm giving my kids whatever I didn't have mentality without providing proper guidance to understand how they got those things.
I feel like my mentality is I want to give my kids whatever I didn't have. Now, will I guide them to a certain point? Yes, but I also want them to make their own decisions. But I don't want my kids to have to struggle like how I struggled in my life. Like, you know, I don't feel like they need to struggle as long as they're not taking advantage of the situation.
So here's the thing, right? The book describes it as if you give your kid everything that they want, or if they have everything, right? And if they see how successful you were and how big of a shoes that they have to fill, they don't have this certain motivation to succeed in life. And they break it down into two different types of motivations. It's intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. And let me say what extrinsic is real quick. Extrinsic is the motivation to succeed for the perks brought by success. These are people that want to succeed, to be rich or famous. Their success enables them to get something else. Extrinsic motivation doesn't work well as the efforts to reach one goal are often costlier than the investment one is willing to take. And intrinsic is this type of motivation is seeking success for its own sake. It also shows in the brain as a physical need akin to drinking or eating. People with an intrinsic motivation to succeed are driven only by the will to make it. None of the rewards they receive as a consequence of their success interest them. They're not driven by money. They're not driven by fame. They're driven by the achievement of the task itself. Now, I'm going to ask y'all, what do you feel like y'all drives y'all? Is it extrinsic motivation or is it intrinsic motivation?
I'm going to be honest, not being homeless what drives me.
Yo, he said not.
I respect the hell out of that.
So that's extrinsic.
Nah, I would say it's not for me. It's not about the money. Like I like what I do. I feel like I'm heading to the path of successfulness in my career. So for me, it's not about how much money I make. To me, it's the milestones I achieve within my career. Right, where I started versus where I ended, year 1, year 2, and then also like like the recognition. Right, for me personally, I got shouted out for leading a client call. And like to me that felt good because it was like, yo, like I'm putting in the work to do these things. So for me, it's not about like the money. I mean, the money pays my bills, but it's not like that. That to me isn't the whole package.
But you mentioned that money is not the only reward. You
For
said money
extrinsic
and fame.
Yeah, money, fame, power,
So you got
status.
fame.
Yeah.
I do like to.
Section 2?
It seems like you're more extrinsic. That's your motivations. Accolades, shout outs.
I wouldn't say that's not like the thing. It's just it felt good, but it's not something I look like waiting like, oh my gosh.
I'm not going to
please
lie. I
send
wonder
an
what the
email.
guest thinks. Section 2?
Damn.
You right.
Aggressive.
That's crazy.
Facts.
Nah, I think what drives me the most is just expression. I think just like being able to express myself to the fullest, to my fullest capability. That's what really, that's why I make music. Like,
You're not seeking any reward
externally.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said that like I don't want to make money. Like who doesn't want to make money? But like
that's not at the core of it.
No,
Right.
that like I would make music for free. Like,
Okay, that was gonna be my question.
but I mean, obviously, I'd have to live, and like,
Thinking about all them bills.
yeah, like I would,
Studio time.
yeah. So
Crib, or you'll be in the September rain for real.
exactly.
Take that fucking button away from me.
All right, who? What about you, Shake?
I don't really chase any like money. I don't chase fame. I do chase the feeling of success. Like the feeling of achieving something and then on to the next thing. So like say like the podcast. I think about all the time where we were, starting on Instagram Live, going up to, having one camera, We
got to upgrade.
We got to upgrade. We was in Gus' room, and then, coming to a studio.
Thanks, Kyrie.
And then,
And Shake.
having all this equipment. I remember all we had was a phone.
Thanks, Austin.
God, can I? I'll swear Kyrie didn't get none of these interruptions.
Okay, sorry.
You're not sorry, Vegeta.
Yo.
Look who's red now.
Yeah.
Nigga look like a fucking
like
red chili
thinking,
pepper.
Thinking about that progress is, and continuing to achieve that is like what drives me.
So it's intrinsic.
It's
It's an internal thing for you.
Yeah, it's more so, like, all right, we hit one goal, on to the next one. It's like, all right, until we reach a certain point.
Right.
So, yeah.
I know what yours is already.
What would you pass down to your next generation? Like, what's like one thing that you definitely want to pass down?
Sectiontoo?
Does it have to be something like of significant value, or just
Anything
like
anything that you think would give that generation to keep them on track to go further? Anything?
I would probably offer a word of advice, and I would say that life is not supposed to be easy. I feel like if someone would have told me that 10 years ago, I would maybe be in a different situation now. I feel like once I learned that life is not supposed to be easy, life is supposed to come with trials and tribulations, and it's how you deal with those things and come out on the other side and all that good stuff. If I knew that a little while ago, it would have been a huge help. So I think that's something that I would.
Do you feel that all the stuff that you went through to get to where you are now is like are you looking forward more now to the journey, or are you looking forward to the destination?
That's a good question. If you asked me that a year ago, I definitely. Well, you know what's crazy? If you asked me that a year ago, I would have said the journey, but like it probably would have been a lie, and like I really just would have been focused on the destination. But I feel like now I'm kind of in the middle. Like I'm capable of like being present in the journey and like not taking it for granted and just putting my head down, doing the work, and knowing that it's going to pay off.
Yep.
But still keeping the destination front of mind, not obsessing over it or like being possessed by it, but being cognizant of it and still trying to get there, but also sitting in the journey and knowing that there's a reason for everything and, all that good stuff.
Respect.
Yeah, I could feel that.
I was a journey guy, then I was a destination guy. I think I'm a journey guy again.
Yeah, I think you would.
I can't keep still. You know what I mean? I'm definitely a journey guy right now, but I was a destination guy until I had an epiphany where it's like I was doing projects and I felt like I had to finish every project in a day or two. Like it was like that was for some reason like I just had this in me where I'm like I need to finish. Like I would literally be up doing it, but I was like, yo, just take your time. Don't rush. It's still gonna be fire. Take your time on your project, and now that's kind of where I'm standing.
That's what I think when I'm fucking.
Wow.
Excuse me?
Sorry. All right, let's get into some of these chats, and then we gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Big Joe says, "I don't think no one wants their kid to struggle, but it has to be worked for, and they can see what rewards they can have by working hard." What the fuck you laughing at, Kyrie?
You were struggling there.
I was. I was. Lily says, "My mom said the other day we were worried about giving you what we didn't have, but we couldn't teach you how to manage it." Ooh, that's strong. And Lily says, "I think I'm going to focus on teaching my children work ethic and discipline because that can be applied to their personal, professional, relational, and financial goals."
Discipline is very important.
Sound like you about to whoop some ass.
Yeah.
Discipline is very. I mean,
The thing is, it's hard to teach that.
Self-discipline.
Yeah.
Like I can discipline you, but I'm talking about self-discipline. Like you have to learn how to discipline yourself.
Right. I definitely want to be able to teach my kids consistency. The importance of
Consistency is a big
consistency
thing, too.
and of course discipline.
Yeah.
But I feel like those two coincide with each other.
Yeah. I gotta teach myself shit first before I have any kids.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Facts. I'm not ready for that. Right now.
110%.
I was actually just one thing. I was talking to my niece, and I was talking about work. Obviously, she don't work. She 8. But we was talking about work and jobs.
Why don't you get a job?
And I told her, I was like, you could do whatever you want. Like, I was like, you just have to find something that you like to do, and you have fun, and you enjoy doing it. And the reason why I tell her that is I worked in a government job for a long time where I saw people who were excited to be 30 years in, 40 years in, like, and get their pension and be like, yes, now I can live. I feel like that mindset of I'm just getting by until this check
Modern day slavery
is what's not passing on that generational wealth. And that's why I got out.
Yeah.
Because it was like the mindset of, oh, I'm stacking up for my future. I'm stacking up, but like you're not enjoying your life. You're not going out doing what you want to do. Like you don't want to be here. You're not enjoying this work.
Like really imagine that. You work for all these years just for somebody to say, yo, here's a check. Live your life at fucking 60.
Yeah. And I'm not knocking
My dick
nobody.
don't
I'm not knocking anybody who does it. But I just realized that it wasn't for me. And I got out of that situation. I didn't hear what he said, but
That's somebody's penis.
So my dick don't work. 60 years old.
He said his phallus doesn't work anymore.
you better take a blue chew.
All right, this is the last question. Marquis says, can you be intrinsically
sponsorship.
motivated and extrinsically motivated at the same time? Yes, I do believe you can be both. I think people have one that leads more than the other. So like you're either leaning more towards intrinsic or you're leaning more towards extrinsic.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I thought about it. I don't know what I am yet. Sometimes external things motivate me, and sometimes I do things because I know I want to do them for me. I can't really pinpoint what's the leading for me yet. So
I don't think there's no right or wrong answer there.
On that note.
yeah.
So I just want to ask section
On
2
that note.
these 3 questions before we
Not
before
two,
we
just
go.
3?
3.
Okay.
Yep.
Section 3.
Section 3.
Section 3.
That should be the name of the next album.
Section 3.
All right, so your biggest failure that led to your biggest achievement.
Me and you.
And
Sorry.
that's what the doctor said to your mother. Anyway.
Nigga Austin looking like tomato sauce.
Kyrie is done.
Yo, this is you've been interrupting me this whole show. Now, it's not my fault, Shake.
I'm trying to be in the background, and why are you giving me the spotlight?
Go ahead, Shake.
sorry.
My fault. Go ahead. Biggest
Yo.
failure that led to. Damn. Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You said biggest failure that led to my biggest achievement. Yeah. And then there was something else?
Your biggest failure that led to your biggest achievement and your future goal.
Okay. So it's funny, I was having this conversation a couple weeks ago with a friend. What I used to think was my biggest failure was I was in a conversation with a label, got flown out, whatever, thought things were going to change, thought life was about to be sweet, like I'm about to just be doing this music thing for real. That ended up falling through, and I was like devastated. I was like, oh my God, like this is like I put, like part of me had put so many, like all my eggs in that basket. I was like what am I going to do now? And I was telling a friend about it, and he basically just like reframed my entire view of it. It's like I used to see that as a L, but it can't be a L because it's led me to where I'm at right now. Obviously, I'm not exactly where I want to be at right now. But again, we just spoke about the journey, just like being able to be present in where I'm at right now and just living in it and knowing that, hey, there's steps to everything. Everything happens for a reason. It is indeed a marathon, not a race. But I low-key don't even know if I answered your question. But
No, you definitely did.
You did.
okay. And then you said my future goal,
Your greatest achievement
my greatest achievement.
Meeting me.
right now.
Right now,
Yeah.
honestly, just how I executed this album. I think just like being in the place that I was mentally, like right before I started this album, like just getting this music out of me. Like I feel like it kind of took a lot out of me, but I think the end result is what it is, and I think it's indicative of the hard work and just all the stuff that I went through to get there, and yeah, I think the final product shows.
Yeah, definitely something to be proud of.
No, man, thank you.
And now, the future goal.
My future goal, really to just and this could change obviously, but I think right now, I think just to be able to sustain a living off of solely music. I think that's where I'm at right now in terms of goals. Just like talking about the music economy and just like the culture right now, I feel like there's a very everything, and this could also be applied to other things, not just music, but I feel like we're living in a very it's definitely like a hustler's economy, if you will. You gotta
Absolutely.
scratch and
All on
claw
social
for
media.
social media, scratch and claw for every dollar. No sleep for, like, if you sleep, you're not wake
up now.
Yeah, like you're not progressing. I think having the luxury of being somewhat comfortable, and not comfortable in lazy or lacking discipline or anything like that, but I think just being able to be present in not chasing something. I think that's where I want to be. That's my future goal, I think, right now. You could ask me that tomorrow and it could be different, but I think right now that's,
We'll ask you next time you want.
yeah.
Yeah.
Answer could be different next time. But
Yes, sir. This was a great show, y'all.
Make sure y'all like,
Indeed.
subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your auntie, tell your uncle, tell your siblings, everybody.
Tell the whole gang.
About this episode.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out Peter, Ken, Marquise Rawls. What up? Creative Myth, Lily. Alicia B, Love Lavender, Marquise again. Shout out Big Joe in the chat. Shout out Nikki. Shout out the Tina Show. Everybody who joined. If I missed you, my bad. If you joined, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. We had a great show today.
So-
shout out to our guests. We dropped the link in the chat. Sectiontoo album comes out next Friday.
salute to y'all for having me, man. Thank you
No
again.
problem. Right. So it's only right that, we about to get up out of here. So what song would you want the people to hear as after our exit? What do you want the people to hear?
Honestly, I'd say "Come See Me Tonight." I think that's like the standout in most people's eyes and ears right now. So
All right. So what he basically says, y'all not getting no more of the album
No.
until next week. So you know what? We're gonna play "Come See Me Tonight."
Zippity-doo-dah.
What
I'm dead.
the hell does that even mean?
He said,
I was watching-
"Zip it up."
I was watching Dave Chappelle though.
and zip it out.
Yes, this guy gets it.
All right. Bello, take us away.
You just finished watching Your Mans and them live. I'm Your Mans Bello.
Why'd I type Bello in the shirt?
I'm your man's Austin.
Yes, sir. I'm your man, Austin Felix.
I'm your man's Kyrie.
Hold on. Give me a second. All
It's
right.
your boy Section
You just
2.
told me to take it away. You're not even ready.
He's struggling, y'all. And I'm your man, Shakespeare. Another shout out to Sectiontoo for joining us.
Yes, sir. Sectiontoo. Thank you guys again.
From a
man.
random studio in Brooklyn, New York. This is Your Mans and Them Live.
Why you not saying it, bitch? Why you not? Cut that. It's playing. Austin, help him out. Help him out, Austin. Great job. Did we let you talk enough? I feel like we wasn't letting you talk.
No.
Sorry if I jumped in.
Yeah, we got a little,
I was very-
passionate.
I was very excited.
No,
to-
it's all good.
I haven't been back in like 3 weeks, so you know, a lot of momentum going into the show.
I thought it was great, man.
Congratulations, Section 2.
September rain. I miss how I'd fall for you. Drives me insane. I'm chasing a life with you by my side. You can't be one-sided. I wish you were mine. Wish you were mine every time I would tell you. Now every time I show myself true seems to ruin my life. But I just need you. I can't stand this. You're walking around with the lesser me. Honestly, I'm all out of life. Eat, sleep since you left me. This won't suffice. I suffer in silence. You chased out a spite. Now this might sound crazy. Come see me tonight.
You are now watching Your Mans and Them Live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them live. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them live. With your mans in them live. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them live. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them.